Hey, look, check this out. Hey, this for my folks. Hey, this for the people who say I talk too much. It's perfect. I ain't talking, but I mean, I'm doing this voiceover. But you see the video ain't my voice because I had technical difficulties with the video, with the recording, so it just didn't record my audio. But I'm gonna just tell you what I was talking about. How y'all doing? You already know I like to meet and greet. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good weekend. I hope y'all gonna have a good weekend. And y'all will have a good weekend, and we gonna make sure it happen. But yeah, okay. So I'm trying to think. So I gotta think about him. 50 Cent. I usually don't dig or agree with his trolling, but his trolling was actually kind of funny because Michael Blackson did some funny suck ass shit to where, like, yeah, nigga, you need to pay him his money. Like, so it was actually kind of funny. So this is one of the times I actually was cool with 50 Cent doing this little you owe me money shit because I usually ain't cool with it. And Chris Bussard was talking about the Rich Paul rule, or we call it the new racist rule, whatever you want to say, because I know it's just, come on, bro. Now all of a sudden you got to have a college degree to be somebody's agent. Like, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing this intentionally to try to stir players away from going other options that's gonna make them a lot of money, and then y'all just blatantly want to come at Rich Paul and LeBron James, and all that's gonna do is backfire on them, because just like if y'all see, well, I ain't even gonna drop the video, but if y'all see my video tomorrow, like I talk about with Jay-Z talk about how we have to come up and how we coming up right now, how we came up from nothing, you know what I'm saying, and how we gonna take over. But yeah, so it's just like really irritating that they would even come up with that rule or those stipulations, because we know you intentionally coming at certain people. That's ridiculous. And Joe Biden. That's one thing. Remember I told y'all he wasn't good as far as doing debates and all that shit. Because listen to him now. He made this dumb statement to where he didn't just say white. He didn't just say poor kids should be as smart as white people, but he said white people, wealthy people, black people. But he had such a pause in between him saying white people, like he had to think about the other races he wanted to say, and that just, come on, bro. Like, between that and Miller sunning you in a debate saying, don't dip in the Kool-Aid if you don't know the flavor or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So just by my man's getting sunned so much, it's like I'm still pulling for Joe Biden, but I know between me, honestly, I would actually like between Miller or Bernie Sanders, because Bernie just with just more logical stuff like getting rid of student debt and all that kind of stuff a nigga need. But you already know what the deal is. So these next few seconds, I'm gonna just let myself talking with just no audio for all the people that tell me I need to shut up. This is for y'all. Y'all can finally see my lips moving, but won't hear nothing coming out of them. As far as my family, I love y'all. Get back up with me tomorrow. I'm gonna drop a video about the great Nip Nip and plans about his genius. So until then, y'all stay safe. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe tonight, because we don't want nobody getting put in bad positions. I fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with me. I love y'all. I'm tightening up on my language, trying to keep it as PG, OG as I can. Dig, Jack. All right, I flip with y'all later. Make sure y'all politic. You already know I get back. I got back to mostly everybody on all my comments so far. You already know I'll politic with y'all, so let me know what y'all thinking, what y'all gotta say. All right, y'all. And look, this is another thing that I wanted to record too. Tyrese says he hold up, y'all. I'm gonna eat some cheese. That's fat, right? I only like the fries. From I love the fries from Taco Bell. And you know what's so crazy? I used to tell motherfuckers all the time, and I'm glad. I hope it's out everywhere around the world. I hope everybody can taste Burger King's taco, because if y'all can, y'all see how fucking delicious it is. I told everybody Burger King got the best fucking taco. But Anyways, this is about Tyrese, right? So, I mean, y'all just hear my voice. Y'all don't see me because I don't want y'all to see me being fat. So, Tyrese, he posted a post saying basically how it was a failure, how they should have never did it. They should have never did the spinoff. It was only supposed to be Fast and Furious. It wasn't planned for you to do no damn spinoffs, and then you didn't have everybody from the crew in it. Like, he went in kind of hard, and the thing is, I had mixed feelings about it because I felt like he was right, and I felt like Rock was kind of wrong. But then I remember a long time ago in Vegas how much of an asshole Tyrese is. So I didn't feel too bad because I know he's a real life asshole in real life. So I was like, okay, it's not that bad. But like, and then I was thinking like, okay, but The Rock kind of responded in his own little subliminal way. Like he was he said, you know, it's the #1 movie in the world, and whoop de whoop. It's all cool, you did that, Rock, and you know, you my nigga. You know, I love you from Poo-Tang, Pod Jabronis. But it's cool, bro. But like, they paid, I believe, $300 million, and they gross 180 million. So the movie was a failure. Actually, it was the #1 movie in the world, but that's cool because y'all did all that money for promotion everywhere. So it was only the #1 movie worldwide. So that means everybody around the world, when they seen it, all Americans was like, "No, I'm cool. I ain't really like, you know." Like, so, I feel Tyrese, though, like Tyrese said, The Rock ain't gonna be hurt, so it don't really matter. The Rock, he still got movies out, and he got the TV show The Baller. But I just feel like, honestly, I just feel like right now, I feel like, honestly, I feel like, the new Fast and Furious is gonna be cool, but I just feel like, my bad, because I seen somebody walking towards me, so you know I paused up. But I just feel like The Rock got what he deserved by spinning off for the Fast and Furious, and it was supposed to fail. And whatchamacallit got what he deserved. Tyrese, because I think Tyrese has been a bit of an asshole, and he needs you to get brought back down to earth. So I feel like it was a good for both people overall. So I holla at y'all and let y'all know what the deal is. Y'all already know what the deal is. It's rough talk. All right.
All right, everybody, we are here in Guangzhou, China. What a pleasure it is to be here for the very first time, wrapping up the Hobbs & Shaw press tour. It has been spectacular. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys around the world for making our movie, Hobbs & Shaw, the #1 movie in the world. Thank you so much. We are the 5th largest global opening of any Universal Studios movie, and we are the highest rated in terms of audience score film of any Fast and Furious film in the franchise. So guys, thank you so much. You know, you never know how these little spin-offs are going to go. You put your best foot forward, you hope to make something great, and we delivered, and you guys, the audience out there, showed us in droves all around the world by again making us the biggest movie in the world. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing like getting that phone call from Universal Studios saying, congratulations guys, you've just launched a brand new franchise in Hobbs & Shaw. So from the bottom of my heart, deep in my bones, before I head back on that bird and head on home to my cheap meals and my women and my tequila, women meaning my ladies, my lady and my babies, that's what I mean. I wanna say, guys, thank you so much for making us the biggest movie in the world, Hobbs & Shaw. Enjoy, and we launch a new franchise thanks to you guys. All right, I'm out. See ya.
These students. We should challenge students in these schools to have advanced placement programs in these schools. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, I really mean it, but think how we think.
They calling it the Rich Paul rule, which is appropriate, but I'm going to call it something else. Straight up racism. But instead of crying, complaining, and begging, it's time for black people to take action. You fight power with power. And one of our greatest sources of power is our athletic dominance. So I'm calling on all of our great black football and basketball players. Instead of going to these big universities that chew you up, spit you out, and don't care about you, go to an HBCU, a Howard, Morehouse, Hampton, Xavier of New Orleans, and many other schools. I know some of them are still NCAA, but at least the millions of dollars you generate would go to benefiting black people who are in dire need of economic empowerment. Secondly, our professional athletes, instead of giving $2-3 million donations to these big schools that you stayed at for a year or two, give it to an HBCU. Then they could strengthen their academic programs and their athletic programs and facilities.
Yo, so I'm just waking up, right? Yo, I was just thinking about it. That nigga Michael Blackson owed me money. Yeah, we was in AODs, and champagne, she came over, it was live, it was popping. You know, it ain't never about no champagne, we just having a good time with that. But this girl's in front of him, right? The dancer's there, she like twerking for him, he all into it and shit. Then I'm like, yo, you can get no money. He wasn't throwing no money to the girls. He just was like, oh, I'm Michael Blackson. What you mean? Yeah, threw some money, so I gave him some money. And he looked at it, he was like, and he just kept the money. He kept partying. So I want my money, Mike.